All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 1126 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. It is so glad, and we are so glad to have all of you here, and we're happy to be here with you. We could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here on this beautiful Tuesday. We are going to do Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. That is where Brandy breaks down these exam questions, shows you how to get a right answer without most of the time knowing anything.
I think you don't need anything.
You don't think they need anything to know anything? I'm already warning you. We've had one heck of a night
I
already.
don't think you need to know anything
You heard it first.
on
There you
this
go.
quiz.
Slowing down.
Slow it down.
The caffeine is not kicked in yet.
No.
But we are getting there. All right, everybody. We've had a great day. We were well, Brandy was at the beach. I was smelling the beach because I didn't go down to the beach. I know that's weird for people who actually don't live near the beach. How could you not go down to the ocean? I'm like, good. It's been like 3 times. I had stuff to do.
I
But
elevated my foot the whole time.
Brandy, yeah, if you missed it, Brandy broke her toe yesterday, so we think.
No,
Maybe she thinks.
I think it's broken.
Whatever.
I elevated my foot at the beach today.
I'll give her this. It might be a hairline fracture in there somewhere. I don't know about totally broken. It's not like all crazy or anything. It looks not even. Anyways, she's getting around on. It didn't slow her down at all. She still went for her walk on the beach anyhow.
I went down to the ocean.
Yeah, she don't care. Anyways, my name is Andy. I'm the guy who refused to go down to the water. But you're not here for my water preferences. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so you can get a pass notice.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what beach are we going to? We go out to San Diego, Carlsbad. It's easier. I just didn't want any sand. So if we were in San Diego. Anyways, yeah, I had stuff to do. We have a whole new month, guys. We are on a brand new month. It is July. We are halfway through the year. I know not all of us get to go down to the ocean and take a break. Some of us are, in coffee shops having to work. That was me. I'm with you. Some of us worked all morning so we can go to the beach, right? That was Brandy. However it is, you got to get that work in and you got to make it happen. The cool thing is that it doesn't always have to happen at your desk. There's been many a times I have gone down to the water and I've taken my device with me and I work down by the ocean or wherever, wherever's fun. Same with your studying. So many times we feel like I don't know, I feel like some people think that they're in grade school and they have to go sit at their little desk at home with their Snoopy sharpener, pencil sharpener, and they got to pull out that piece of paper and they need to turn on the little lamp and then they got to sit there for X amount of hours and knock out that whatever study session that is. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but you're all grown-ups and you can go ahead and leave the house. You can go ahead and go to the coffee shop. You could go down to the park. You can go, it's okay. You can study from your car. Maybe you want to just sit in the car in your air conditioning at a Carl's Jr. because it got free Wi-Fi. I don't know. I don't judge you, but you don't have to do it at home. And you definitely don't have to sit at your little desk in your little at home prison to do it because a state of mind is everything. If you feel like you're in prison doing hard time and you're trying to get that GED so you can get out, on probation, guys, that's how some of you sound like when you're studying. Like, well, it's the only thing I got left. Guess I better knock this out, and my time's up in 6 months. It's like, dude, are you doing hard time at San Quentin or are you just trying to get a license here? You guys need to relax. Go have fun with the family. Go out there and be over there taking a quiz while you're pushing a kid on the swing. I've said this a million times. When Brandy was coming up when trying to get her securities license, she did her quizzes, and a lot of times she was at the park with the kids because our kids were what, like 4 and 3,
Yeah. Yeah.
somewhere around there. They were definitely
Mhm.
around kinder age. Um, I don't want to think that I don't want to do the math. If you know this, I don't do math, but they were young. They were down there, and she would literally be doing a quiz while she was pushing a kid on the swing. Just a word of advice: you need to ever so often look up and make sure the kid's still there,
That is true. That's legit. Mhm.
or it's your kid. You know what I mean? You might be so locked in. There might have been a kid switch, and the next thing you know, it isn't your kid and you're pushing on the swing. They're probably great. grateful for it, but you probably should go find that kid. Um, but no, go. You know, you can always fit in a quiz, and one of the reasons I bring up the mom thing, you know, pushing the swing or the dad pushing on the swing, as we've had some single dads that got these things done, and they had the same exact situation, single
Hmm.
parent to single parent,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
time to study isn't always at a prime rate. You know, as it's not like you can just do that anytime you want. It's when you can, right?
Yeah.
It's when those little buggers go to sleep finally. You know what I mean? It's when they finally walk into
Hmm.
that playpen and fall asleep playing with them that special whatever it is that you got them that knocks them out, right? Or whatever it is, or they're preoccupied for 5 minutes. And if you have kids with ADD, it's even less than that. But you got to figure out what you got to do is just make that study happen all the time. Brandy was the queen of getting a study session while waiting in line for anything.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere and any place that Brandy had to wait in line, there was a quiz happening. There was a note looking. There was something going on during that lapse of time, wherever it was. And do I dare say your best study sessions were waiting somewhere?
That's true. Guys, I was the person before there was dark mode on your phones. I would invert my colors, turn my brightness all the way down, and take quizzes in the movie theater.
Yeah. You know, the kid wants to watch, How to Train a Dragon. Brandy's like, sure,
Let's go.
let's go. And then the next thing you know, she's doing a quiz in the movie theater
Mhm. All the time.
all the time. They're happy because you're there. You're happy because you're actually getting, some study time in while they think you're watching the movie with them.
Yep. Mhm.
A lot of times, like, and I know I'm talking a lot as a parent here, but uh studying, they get out a book or a coloring book, and I'm saying this because it's summertime, we have the kids more. Hey, let's go sit at the desk and we all
Do homework.
do homework, or we all do something on our own. Let's do art. And but meanwhile Brandy was studying.
Mhm.
Or how about we all work in our workbooks? We would always buy, and I know I sound like the boring parent, but I would always buy the kid. She's not joking. She's like, I'm like, the kids are
Sorry.
the kids avoided me. I'd be like, I'm the one that says, here, let's get a book and you got to have a reading log all summer. I was very big on the kids reading. And they would get like a workbook. They had to sit at the table and they had to work in a workbook, whether it's math, reading, something. Like, no, you're not going to sit with an iPad. No, you're not going to sit there in front of the TV. We're all going to sit at the table. We're going to put some music on. We're a big music family. Like, there's always music going on all the time in this house, all the time. I have my kids like they know music from A to Z, like any genre, jazz, anything. And it's because we've always had music in the house more than the TV. Like TV is just not one of those things we turn on unless we're like all going to sit down and watch a movie together, family night, or sports. Sports is huge in our house, and maybe a movie night, but just random TV television, nah, that we're not watching Love Island with the kids. I don't judge you if you do. But I'm just saying, we did a lot of workbooks. We did a lot of stuff at the table, and Brandy would pull out her studying, and when she would bust that out, and we'd all just get to work. And then we go, okay, 20 minutes. All right, let's go like take a break. Let's go walk around the house. Let's go like do something else. All right, 10 more minutes. We're gonna go back and we're gonna go study. We're all gonna go work on our workbooks again. And we do that till lunchtime. Lunchtime, we all get up, make lunch, and we'd all do that, go down to the park, play, whatever. Then we go back and we do some more workbook. Then we do dinner, and then we go, go about our day. That was a boring day, I guess, in the summer household over here, right? So much so my sister-in-law would make my niece come over, and she would be like, "Dude, I feel like it's boot camp." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna be smart one way or another, so or you're gonna or you're gonna take a nap." But um, but it's the habits, it's the culture we even set in our own household. So point being is, you guys, it's summertime, we're halfway through. You can't say that you're not going to get your study in because the summer looks so good. I want to get out there, and I totally get it. Just pack a backpack, bring the stuff with you. If you got kids, don't use them as an excuse. Use it as a way to like teach them and how like things are earned in this world. I know I
Mhm.
sound like an old person, but it's true. How do you get your kids to have a good work ethic? You show them what work is. I mean, it's just that simple. How do you show them how to keep a roof over their head, how they advance in life? We got to put work in. You know what I mean? We get what we put in. I know it's all the old cliches and t-shirts and bumper stickers, but it's the truth. Sometimes there's truth in that, right? Don't always use your kids as that. Not everything is always fun. I tell the kids that all the time. They avoid me, but whatever. I don't care. Not everything has to be fun, but that's why fun is fun when we get to have it. Otherwise, there is no balance. There's no work. We can't have that. So make it happen. And if you haven't joined us yet, join in on it. We have live sessions during the afternoon where Brandy goes through it and teaches you all the great techniques and all that stuff and how to apply it. We even have stuff on demand. So even if you can't be in the live sessions, you can always watch the course videos. You can watch those technique videos anywhere. You can watch them anywhere you got a hotspot and anything online. I'm sure pretty sure you guys all know how streaming works at this point. Anywhere you have an internet connection, you can watch any of these videos. And if you don't have videos and you don't have that capability, we have books. We have stuff you can print out. You're going to go on a plane and you're one of those people that are blessed with like non-motion sickness and you can look at a book. Go look at the book.
Hmm.
Go crack the book and then in between, take a break, go watch your Love Island on the iPad.
Why are you
Why am I bringing that up?
watching?
Because it's like a freaking thing, dude. I had no idea so many people were addicted to this. I had to look it up and I was like, oh, what is that? Never seen it, by the way. But I'm like, dude, that is like one of those things that's trending. Had to find out. Course videos, live exam sessions, all member sessions, small group tutoring, one-on-one tutoring, and SIE 663, 65. We have books for you. Check them out. We have the Kona community over there on Discord. And you can always contact me at 951-290-3077. Give me a call, give me a text, or shoot me an email at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Scan the QR code, hit the links. See? Chantel's with me,
That's
literally.
right.
It's everywhere. All right. Anyways, we got a reminder for tomorrow. There is no live sessions tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow's a perfect day to have a go at the beach, or if you're in Minnesota and you say going to the beach is at the lake, I think that's weird, but I get it. That's a beach to you. Go ahead and go to that beach. Go, or in Chicago, I guess, right? One of the Great Lakes. Go out there, go enjoy the lake,
Scranton, PA.
go enjoy the lake, and go get a session in. Go use that time. All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I tell you what, I wish you would because Brandy,
Yeah.
guess what?
What's up?
When they send you a picture, apparently,
Yeah, that's right.
and they let me know,
That's right.
and you let me know, by the way, we add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got a passer. Yes, we do. We got a passer. Congratulations are in order. This is like, I feel like this is like second gen, you know? We had her leader get licensed through us, and now they're on
Hmm.
to their second generation of people in their office that they've like passed on the word of Kona, and now we're getting their people licensed.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
her RVP is now an RVP, which was not an RVP, only because we helped them get RVP.
Yes, we did.
It is a crazy circle of life, and we love it.
It's awesome.
All that to say that congratulations to Maria Duncan on getting this done. Congratulations on getting that SIE knocked out. Woo woo. Uh, yeah, didn't even know. She passed on the word of Kona, had her on there, learning all the techniques, learning the Kona ways, and got a pass notice. So congratulations. What did Maria say? Says what helped her pass in general is take your time, know the words, right? Know the words and the vocabulary, break down the words, and of course, or the keywords, I guess, right? And then and she goes, let's keep going. Thank you so much for all that your entire what you're doing for the entire hierarchy and this entire community.
Um,
Um, what?
it was a 63.
Oh, it's the 63?
Yeah.
Sorry, Series 63 fully licensed, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandy.
No, not fully licensed yet.
No, not fully licensed.
No,
Oh, this is one of these weird in order things.
it's not in order.
Oh, I'll have to correct that.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Brandy didn't tell me that. And I couldn't tell in the picture.
Yeah, my bad.
So that's what happens
We weren't working next to each other
when
today.
you don't message Andy directly and share with him how you got your pass notice. This is what happens when you send it to the one with ADD, who doesn't ask and doesn't remember to tell the other person that it was the Series 63.
I'm sorry, Maria, but we're
It was not my fault.
it is my all. I take full
Don't worry. I have to
responsibility.
change all the graphics everywhere across all the things that I posted it, but no big deal.
But it's okay when she passes the SIE. You just use this one.
Way to go, Brandy.
Maria, we're very proud of you. Very proud of you.
Send all your email to
But please text Andy.
message Brandy all of the complaints at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Attention, Brandy.
I'll talk to her.
Why did you not tell Andy?
And I'll be like,
Subject. Brandy, why did you not tell Andy?
I'll be like, cricket.
Did you hear about her toe? Anyways, all right, everybody, let's get this thing going.
The toe was very.
Congratulations, Maria. Let's get the next one.
Yeah, we're so proud of you and can't wait to see you pass.
Congratulations, Maria, on whatever exam you passed.
63.
So bad.
We're a little discombobulated over here, Maria. Yeah.
I was not.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm just so glad I spent so much time on that. It's the thought that counts. Is it like gifts?
Yeah, of course it is.
That's horrible. Oh my goodness. All right. I feel really bad. Honestly, I do. Test taking techniques Tuesday. Let's get this thing done. It's not just about what exam Maria passed, because it is important she passed an exam.
Yes.
But we're not done there. And you need to pass an exam. So one of the things that helped Maria pass was test taking techniques and getting this thing done. Tonight, well, as far as Brandy says that, she says that there's no securities content as far as she knows, that she thinks she
as
don't
far as I remember.
Did you hear about her broken toe?
It's distracting. It's distracting. It's distracting my life.
We don't know at this point. So there might be some content in here, but we'll just get through it. Just want you to know that Brandy's working through a broken toe.
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing. Small toe, though.
It's a little thing.
All right, everybody, let's get this thing done. Nobody, by the way,
what?
Her RVP didn't even correct me.
No, see, it's what I'm saying.
Nobody said anything to me. Nobody. Test taking techniques Tuesday.
Okay, can I say something? The firm that we're associated with the most.
Test taking techniques Tuesday.
Wait, I have to say, I have to caveat this. It's usually SIE.
We're going to lose somebody like Sarah. She's over this already.
I know.
Test taking techniques Tuesday. She's going to pass out.
I'm going to go through this fast. It's okay. Hang tight.
Test taking techniques. She didn't say anything, by the way.
I know.
Or anybody jumps down or like start sending her messages, don't. I'm making this all up. She didn't say anything.
Today, bro. Today.
I'm just picking on her for no reason at all. All right. Test taking techniques Tuesday. We got 6 questions. We're going to go through it. We have rules to test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, don't ask what exam. Apparently don't ask what exam you passed either, but don't ask which exam. Don't ask which exam this question came from. It's irrelevant because it'll help you pass any exam, whether it's the SIE or the Series 63.
Or the CPR first aid certification, 19 out of 20 using Kona's techniques.
What? Go out there and Winnie. Hey, Winnie. Aloha, mahalo. Thank you.
Yes.
She passed her CPR test today using the Kona technique. So it does not matter which exam it is, because the techniques hold fast if it's a multiple choice. 2, how do you get good at anything? You go get yourself a quiz, 10 questions, 10 minutes, just a minute of thought. Just practice these techniques until you get it down and you can pass a CPR exam.
That's right.
There you go. 19 out of 20. It's a pass notice. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And she's certified to go help people with first aid.
Yep.
There you go.
That's important.
It's important.
It's a first responder thing.
It is a first. I'm hoping that it wasn't all techniques that you use as the pass. I hope you do CPR.
Hope you learned some of it.
Oh, just all right. Let's go.
Let's go.
All that matters. I'm gonna get a letter one day.
All that matters is. Was this you were staying alive, right? Staying alive.
All right. A temporary hold.
I got you.
Do I read this?
No, I got you.
You do this.
Okay. Transactions are permitted during the hold. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. If there's a hold, why are there transactions?
It's like if the kid's on restriction, why are they still watching TV?
Exactly. The account can be transferred to another firm. I'm just going to say this. If we're talking about holds and being frozen, I don't think that that's an answer, right? Because you're frozen. I don't think you can transfer. And then the account is frozen indefinitely. By the way.
Do you guys know what indefinitely means?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. No. I was like, oh, look at us thinking the same thing. Indefinitely does not mean Forever.
Dude, have you
Right.
noticed on social media when someone says something is indefinite
Indefinite.
and everybody flies off the handle like, duh, forever. Like they think it means forever. It's like, no, dude. It's not a specified time.
It just means it's not definite.
They could literally end it tomorrow.
Right.
They don't know.
Yeah. And then the last question says a temporary hold can be placed on disbursements and transactions.
I would say D.
D is the answer.
Sounds most reasonable.
Yeah, it is the most reasonable. And then just talking about being 70 years old, hold on the accounts. It's the most basic. Most basic answer. All right, I've got third party monitoring service, written procedures and policies, approval of all personal posts, daily monitoring of all posts. I looked at this for a quick second and I went, well,
D sounds a little too much.
and I was like, written procedures and policies, that's big,
That's a
that's
pretty normal
huge.
thing.
We had a SIE, no, sorry,
Okay.
series 6 session today. We
I
talked
will
about
just say this.
written procedures.
A, C, and D sound extreme. B sounds reasonable. I would have picked B just based on that.
Well, and it has an and.
And it has an and.
See, and it has an and. I'm
I don't
trying
know
to
where you were
remember.
going with all your stuff about teaching it. I'm just saying out of common
Approximately.
sense, A, C, and D sound totally extreme.
Yes.
Do you know how expensive that would be for a company to do every single one of their personal posts, every one of them, even the ones where they were like taking a picture at the Chinese food restaurant and they want to show that orange chicken off?
Well, and like I was saying, regulators don't care about your personal stuff. They care
No,
about what they're talking about
no.
in their stuff.
Can you imagine that job? Oh, I gotta listen to this lady talk about her Pinterest again.
I don't know. Sometimes it might be interesting.
How interesting could that be?
All right. I got can open. Not hold on. I got can open. I got would be tax free. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that one.
C has a must.
And I got the must. And then, anyways, so I looked at that. I'm gonna be real. The rest of it's all tax stuff, and I kind of wasn't in the mood to look
Be
at
like
it.
Homer Simpson and go boring.
Kinda. Oops, sorry. I forgot to do the question first. I was gonna tell you though, it's a true accept question, and so I looked focused on the must, and that was the answer. I did it backwards.
There you go.
Yeah, that was
Because
it.
must is usually a not true. And if you're looking for an accept, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, a true accept is the same thing as saying not true. Same thing. And I was really wasn't feeling the vibe of this. It was just too many words. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hedge fund.
Yes.
Let me change my color. Hold on. Hedge fund. Oil and gas limited partnership, an exchange traded note, or a utilities mutual fund. And I got fund and fund. Okay. It's fun. It's fun to be fund. And then I was looking at the question, right? And it said, following investments would not require heightened suitability requirements. And I don't know about you guys, but a mutual fund, like pretty much just has to be over the age of 18. Actually, you don't even have to be over the age of 18. Mutual funds are everywhere. So I said mutual funds are everywhere. That's what 401ks are made out of.
And
Four
dreams.
401ks. 401ks are made of these. All made of
I was gonna
these.
say you're trying to sing that song.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams are made of these
Yeah.
mutual funds and I don't know.
Stocks.
Go ahead. Next to the one. Next, get the next one. I don't know.
All right. But yeah,
Our internet isn't freezing, but that lyric went frozen.
let go. Come on now. Anyways, this is the only one that had a half in it.
What?
Huh? So let it go because you said frozen.
Oh,
D is the only one that has a half in it. And so I just confirmed in the question that said when I can retire, 59 and a half. I didn't give it much thought.
it's that half thing. It's just way too, what do you want to say, specific? Even if you didn't know anything, that half thing is a little too specific, a little too much attention to detail.
Yes, exactly.
59 and a half is pretty important, just like 5 foot and a half is important to someone who's 5 foot.
I agree. You got to add the half. Got it. Got it, man.
How do you know someone's short when they add that half?
Yeah. This is a long question. I saw this. I was like, okay,
We ain't got time for that.
investors declaration, right? And then I saw investors binding commitment and investors binding commitment. And then I saw that declaration thing of potential interest. And I'm like, okay, potential interest. And then I went to the question because I really didn't want to read it. And it said an indication of interest. So B and C are gone because it says indication of interest. So it can't be a commitment. And then it says, so then I read the rest of A and it says out of registration. That just seems more appropriate. The answer is A.
Yeah, if you have a potential of interest, that's like dating. That doesn't mean we're getting married. We're just dating.
It's
Have
just an indication of interest.
have some interest. I'm not even sure if I want to see you tomorrow.
Right.
I'm just interested right now. I'm just going to see what's going on.
Right. I'm just interested. And that was it.
B and C are a little extreme. It's like
Well, and then D was like immediately. And I know it's not immediately because I'm cooling off.
we went on one date. We're not getting married, bro.
Oh, that was it.
That's it.
See, I told you I'd be fast. So fast that I didn't even know that was the last question.
That's it. Because we're having so much fun.
So much fun.
That's it. That's all you got to do. You just got to have fun. Use some common sense, like Ebony said. Use some common sense. Have fun with it. Look, not everything on here has to be Social Security's related. Not everything on here is like, you have to know everything and about everything to get the answer right. If you just accumulate enough right answers, you get a pass notice. I know that sounds so rudimentary, but it's the truth. And guess what? I'm going to give you a huge test taking tip. If you're taking a multiple choice exam, the answer is always on the screen.
Legit. It's always right there. It's one out of those four.
Always.
And honestly, let me say what just speak to what Ebony said real quick. A lot of times we approach studying for something like it's brand new concepts, but reality is we can apply a lot of common sense to whatever test we're studying for. Winnie said it too about her CPR test. We forget that a lot of the stuff is based in common sense.
Hey, if you went to the school of hard knocks, you got a certificate, use it.
Exactly.
It's
It
not all lost
applies.
on you. It applies.
I didn't when I struggled a lot because I didn't. And then I was like, oh wait, maybe I should try. And it worked.
Hey, not everything is wrapped in a college degree. You can get a lot of things done and a lot of things right just based on common sense and just if you just have no fear to go at it.
That's right.
Have no fear. Go
Okay.
get yourself a quiz. Go do 10 questions. Apply these techniques. Have fun with it. No member sessions tomorrow afternoon, but we will be back for the studying brew tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one.